Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles the Band. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see it. So let's get straight into this topic. So I came across a video yesterday from Rob Parker's channel, and it was talking about Tiger Woods. Now, as you guys know, Tiger Woods, he got himself in a mess where he got into an accident. I don't know if you guys have seen the footage, not the footage, the images from it. The photograph I saw was his Range Rover laying to the side. I don't know if you guys have seen a Range Rover. I'm sure most of you have, the big one. Do you see how big that car is? What were you doing that the car tipped over? So it made all of this news. Everyone is talking about Tiger Woods. How does this affect his legacy? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm not a golf guy in any way, but we all know Tiger Woods is one of the biggest sports icons of all time, right? We all know this. So yesterday, and by the way, they had touched on this on The Odd Couple already. So yesterday, I was just going through the internet, and I came across a video called Tiger Will Be More Revered Than LeBron. And I'm like, how did LeBron James end up in this mess? How was LeBron getting disrespected again? Now, here's the part that stands out to me with Rob Parker. I think Rob has seen maybe a few of our shows because he commented once on our shows. Rob, for as much as he roasts LeBron, I am surprised that he has him. I think he has him as either the third or second greatest player of all time. I don't know how Rob Parker does that. But anyway, so I tuned into this video, and then it has a title at the bottom. Rob Parker, Tiger will be revered in ways LeBron will never be. And I'm like, damn, LeBron catching strays again? Take a listen to what Rob Parker had to say here.
All right, a lot to get to. And Rob G, can you start with the Masters, which of course is underway, round one. And of course, Tiger Woods not there.
Not at all. In fact,
but he's still
not
being
even in the
talked
country.
about. Right.
He really is. Yeah, Rory McIlroy, great day for him, trying to go back-to-back, trying to make some history there at Augusta. He's currently tied atop the leaderboard at 5 under after day one. But as you might have mentioned, Tiger Woods is still the story there in Augusta.
He's still golf.
The dark cloud that is Tiger Woods right now still hanging over the azaleas there in Augusta, Georgia. In fact, Gary Player, legendary golfer, spoke about Tiger Woods, his latest transgressions, and what it means for the sport of golf. Take a listen.
Do I blame him for taking medicine? Hell no. He has sleep deprivation. Do I blame him for taking something to help him sleep? No. But I don't think he should drive a car. When you're taking that medicine, it's dangerous when you're driving a car. Same as it's dangerous when you look at your cell phone in the car. There's 6,000 accidents a day in America in motor cars. So I just think all he's got to do is just not drive a car and get a chauffeur. I mean, my reflexes, I think, are as good as when I was 20, but I don't drive anymore. I get a chauffeur. And I think that's the answer to it. He's such an asset to golf and has done so much for the game. I mean, there was never, when we were young people, there were no blacks playing the tour, guys. I remember going to Charlie Sifford in 1957, and I said, Mr. Sifford, how did you play today? I'm not allowed to play, I'm black. So I experienced apartheid in South Africa and in America. And Tiger comes along, and you realize what he does for the black man around the world. You can never work out what he's done for golf. So my heart goes out for him.
And there it is, spot on by Gary Player. And what I mean is, everything they say about Tiger is guarded and with the utmost respect, even though the stuff that he does is selfish, and he's been very fortunate that he has not killed anybody, okay? They all mention it. He shouldn't be driving, right? It's a bad situation. But do you hear the reverence they talk about with him because of what he's done for the sport and the impact that he's had? Gary Player knows that he played when black people couldn't get out there. I can't remember who the black golfer was. At one point, the Canadian Open, if you won that, you got an automatic invitation to the Masters. So it's the 17th hole. He's leading the Canadian Open. They send a wire telegram said, this year, winning the Canadian Open is not an automatic. He hadn't even won it yet. But they knew, like, oh, my God. he could win the Canadian Open, and then he has to be invited. Okay, so we know all that.
Okay, why would you get me started?
I know.
You know,
I know.
Why would you
but
get me
then
fired up?
that's an unbelievable story. Like he didn't even win the Canadian, but they wanted to make sure, let you know, so when you win, don't think you come into the Masters. But here it is.
Yeah.
The difference between Tiger Woods and LeBron James is day and night. LeBron would be dragged all over the place if this were him, if he was Tiger. Tiger gets a pass and is dealt with kid gloves because of his impact on the sport. They all ate. Right? When Tiger played, go look at the TV ratings. There's no denying. Even when he wasn't winning, they'd always put him in the promo. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not even really in the running like there was those years.
Right.
But he was always in the promo. Come, watch Tiger Woods and always. They were like, ain't no way we doing a promo about golf and Tiger's not going to be mentioned. So no matter what he does, short of killing somebody, you know what I mean? Like something of that degree, they always tippy-toe around Tiger Woods for what he meant and has meant and his impact. And LeBron doesn't have that. For all the accolades, for all the years, for all of the stuff, they don't do that when it comes to LeBron. There is a big difference between how people respond to LeBron and stuff that he does and how they respond to Tiger. And LeBron has done nothing close to endangering other people's lives. And if you hear them, they all say, oh, it's bad. But when it comes to Tiger Woods.
Excellent. So you heard what Rob had to say. You know, there's a few things that are standing out in my mind. If you notice, I feel like you have some NBA guys that are constantly coming out to try to defend LeBron at times when no one is even attacking him. They're always kind of begging for it, like, why don't you go up this man, give this man his props, give this man his props, give this man his props, give this man his props. And after a while, I think we have to come to the realization, if you constantly have to beg people for their respect, it just means they don't respect you, man. Now, why NBA fans and sports a journalist like Rob Parker would say this in terms of why they don't respect LeBron is something that's really, really interesting to me. And it goes back to the time, you remember when LeBron passed, I think, Michael Jordan in scoring, right? Was it Michael Jordan in scoring? No, excuse me. When LeBron passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in scoring, a lot of LeBron fans were very excited about it. They were trying to build up this hype to it. And I remember when Nick Wright went on First Things First and he said this. He said, it's almost as if a bigger deal was made for when Kobe passed Jordan than when LeBron passed Kareem. I remember Nick Wright saying that. And it now speaks to this entire thing of, why don't people respect LeBron? Really, that's what we're talking about. Because for Rob Parker to think of LeBron in a moment like this is like, damn, why don't they respect this guy? And of course, people have their reasons. One, they don't like the fact that, you know, he went and formed that super team with the Miami Heat and they were talking about not one, not two. That turned off a lot of people, especially how he left Cleveland. Then, of course, you have the thing of when he came out and said, oh, when he won in 2016, this made me the greatest player of all time. That turned off a lot of great, like all-time great players are like, come on, what are you doing? Like, that's something people are supposed to say about you. You don't say that about yourself. That turned off people. It could be the fact that he flops a lot, right? That turns off a lot of people. The flopping, this constantly trying to control the narrative. That's something that also annoys a lot of people. The antics. That's something that also annoys a lot of people. Maybe the stuff he just recently said about. So maybe it's these things. But whatever the case is, it just seems like no one respects this guy. It's really incredible. I mean, maybe that's the reason why he said in 2020, after he won the championship in the bubble, and I want my damn respect to. Maybe there's something there. Because for you to say that, it must definitely mean that you feel you are not getting this respect. And I don't know. I don't know why. These are some of the reasons, but you guys let me know. Why would Rob Parker come out and say this? Let me know in the comments. Catch you on the next show. Peace.